Welcome back to the channel, my fishing eye, aka my fishni. Today's species profile, we're gonna be talking about those beautiful fish frontosas. Frontosas are large fish, require a large tank. When you first get these fish, you're gonna buy them very small, probably 2-3 inches, but I'll tell you, they grow slow. And I had a breeding colony that was very small, from 2 inches, and it literally took 3 to 5 years for them to reach sexual maturity. I guess the first year or so, you feed them, you try to speed it up, they reach 4 inches, and you feel like they're just stuck for a long time. Like, this is my big male. I had him for over 10 years and he's just a little bit over 12 inches. So the first watching them grow was disastrous, man. They grow so slow. Other than that, they're very peaceful fish. The male comes with the big large humps, flowing long fins, calm, peaceful fish. But you gotta know that this is a long-term commitment, because these fish can live up to 20 years. I think the minimum tank size, you should have them in the 75 gallons. So be prepared for that. They get along with almost all the fishes. You don't have to worry about fish that their size. You gotta worry about fish that's smaller than them, because most fish, they'll eat smaller fish, and they have large mouths. So if you get a little small fish, most likely the frontosa is just gonna eat them, because they're kind of carnivorous. As you can see, caring for this fish is not that hard. As long as you do your water change, you got some clean water, you have your pH between 7.8 to 9, you keep your temperature between 75 to 82 Fahrenheit, you'll be good. They're hardy. They're not as sensitive as such as some other fish. The tank mates I have mine with, I had it with lots of tank mates. But you gotta be careful. Most of the times you gotta keep it with peaceful tank mates, because you don't have to worry about them, but sometimes other fish can be aggressive. For instance, my breeding colony I had with some jewel cichlids, everything was all good until the jewel cichlid started to breed and almost wipe out the whole colony. That's how it is, man, because they get stressed. They'll stress you out. Jewels are some bad fish. Anyways, I still have that one that beat up on my frontosa in another tank. Back to the tank mates. So I have my frontosas with some Viegas, Oscar, blood parrot. I even have one Bambuna rustic fish in there. Argentina, Severums, clown loaches, Brashear. There's so much fish in this 350 gallon. Silver dollars, they get along. As you can see, nobody bothers the frontosa. I think I have like 4 of them in there, 2 males and 2 females. The females are usually smaller, can get up to the max size, probably 10 inches, while the male are a lot larger, they get up to 14 inches. Also, the females have some of them have a no hump, but some of them have a smaller hump, while the male have long big humps. I'm not saying long, I mean, some males also have long flowing fins. If you can see my big male right there, his fins are long flowing and his dorsal fin is nice and flowing in the water. And I realized the dorsal fin of the female is small, is kind of roundish. When they're younger, you can't tell the difference. But once they start getting their growth spurt and they're mature, after 5 years, you can tell the difference between the male and the female. What I feed my frontosas, I feed them a variety diet. I feed them a whole lot of things. I feed them carnivorous pellets, large ones. I feed them some mussels. I feed them some krill, some shrimp, some peas, some carrots. You know me, man, some garlics. I gotta feed vegetables. Yeah, when you get a variety diet, you get a healthy fish. So variety is key. You all don't want to just eat one thing for our life, so I try to mix it up all the time. So all in all, man, the frontosa is used to be everybody's dream fish back in the day. It wasn't so popular, but now it's so popular. They have so much different types. They have the barandi, which is the most common one, the 6-stripe frontosas. You have the blue Zaire. That's where everybody wanted back in the day. They have the more blue in the face and the fins. They have the 7-stripe Kogoma and 6-stripe Kogoma. You know, they have the Keeping Frontosas. There's a whole different type. I think the latest versions are the Black Widow, the one that the bars are not like big boy over here. They're more like attach in the middle and fade off on the dorsal fins. So that's a species profile about the Frontosa cichlid, peaceful, aka the humphead cichlids. Also, we may keep them in a pet in the Western society, but know that in Africa they hunt these fish and eat them for dinner. Beautiful fish, tilapia. Have a good night. I'm just gonna let it roll so you can watch some footage of this big boy enjoying his tank. They swim all over the tank. I noticed the female kind of just sit to the bottom where the rocks are, but the male, the big boy, he's confident. He swim all over the tank. Tank is from the top to the bottom, all over. He's a boss. Nobody mess with him over there, and he doesn't really mess with nobody either. Have a good night. Please like and subscribe. Your support's greatly appreciated.